I think we're coming back. I think, yep, I've got internet, that's fine. Okay, it seems to have dropped off there. I think we're back. Yeah, so it was some remote commands that Kostuk typed. She typed kill and then everything went. What did you do? I'm just loading it back up now, so World of Warcraft is coming back. That was funny timing though. Let's wait for World of Warcraft to come back in, and then we can reload everything. Heard of stream sniping, but you're not meant to snipe the actual stream. Yeah, it is something like that, isn't it? You have powers you hadn't realised, Kostek. It's just taking a while to load back up now. Give it a moment. Poor Mr. Potato got so surprised. He didn't know what to do. There we are. We're back. There we are. Go back to this one. There we go. Right, let's load back in. See if that helps. Absolutely. You don't know what powers Cossack's got. I mean, as a general rule, I would say be nice to people anyway, regardless. But there we go. Don't want a pair of hands coming to get you through the laptop. Brilliant. Greetings, Ignis. How are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. We're just recovering from a minor hiccup where Kostuk said kill, and then suddenly my internet went. So that was a bit of a surprise. Poor Mr. Potato fell over. But we're coming back now, and then we're going to check on our auctions. We're thinking about putting some of my Chaos Crystals on, seeing as the price is currently at 240. You've made a new OpenOffice file with your server data. I forgot how you can delete the last numbers in all rows so that you can see gold numbers. Oh right, your server data. Right, I'm with you now. Okay. So you can see just the gold numbers. I don't know, Ignis. I don't know how you can just remove the last... it'd be removing the last 4 digits, isn't it? Yes, it's something that I've not been able to do myself. So unfortunately I can't help you on that one. It'd be really nice if I did know how to do that, because that would be really, really handy just to see gold numbers. Yeah, because the prices are all in copper. I want gold, yeah, definitely. Yeah, moving the decimal point. I mean, you'd have to go through and divide by 1,000. Yeah, but then how would you do that? On a per cell basis, I wonder. I wonder if there's some sort of macro you could possibly set up that went through the selected ones and divided by 1,000. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to do some research into it. I never found out myself, and I had such a small sample size that I ended up doing mine manually, just for the few enchants that I had on when I was using it. But obviously that's unrealistic to do for a whole spreadsheet full of gold. And you can't use mathematical operations. Yeah, OpenOffice is a strange one. I don't know. I'd have to look that one up, but I don't even know if you can. The things I'm thinking of is some sort of macro or sum operation you could apply to each and every cell. Insert column to either side and create a formula. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one, Hieronymus. So you, what would you do? Let me find. Hold on. Where's my data? I've got one somewhere hanging around. So where is it? There we go. Shadow Song. This is an old one, but we'll open this up. Let's have a look. Here we go. Text import, comma separated. Yeah, that's actually everything. Okay. Let's open something up. Here we go. So what you do is insert a column next to, say, market value. And so this would be a sum of that one. Sum of E2 divided by 1,000 would be what I'd think. So that's 117. Is that correct? No, that's copper and that's silver. It's 10,000, isn't it? Is that correct? 2 digits off. So if that's in copper, yeah, you'd want that to be 11.7 gold. So I would say, so instead of being 11 gold, 78 silver and 89 copper, that's now 11.7. So you've done that to sum the one next to it divided by 1,000, and then if you copy that one and then select a whole load of them and paste that in, there we go. So now they're all 43, and I wonder if you could take the digits off. Now drag the black dot down. Where's the add decimal place, delete decimal place. Hold on. There we go. Could take those off and that would round it up like that. So that's 12 gold, 44 gold, 6 gold, 2012 gold. I reckon that would work. Or you can format the column. Yep. So if I undo that, and do that, and format cells, and then we change that format to just a how many decimal places you want, I guess, as a number. No, do that. Format cells to 0. You want an integer, really, or something like that. Well, or you could do this, just remove, delete decimal place, and that seems to do the same thing. If you've got them selected, that just deletes them like that and rounds it down. That's probably what I would say. There we go. Excellent. That would work. So just adding the column in there seems to give you another one, a market value in gold. Cool. Next step is that we determine a variable that shows us how many items we should post at what time for max profit. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. How many items we should post at what time? I guess you'd then have to hook into the Undermine journal and look at the pricing of those and the numbers, but that's beyond me. Definitely. Yeah, basically what you said, Hieronymus. You have to read the. Oh, awesome, Z! Fantastic! Congratulations. Your name, Claudia. Ah, is that right, Costa? Congratulations, Z. That's all awesome. Hold on, let me put in some. There we go. Definitely deserves some celebration. Congratulations. Pricing heat maps and post times. You think you can do it, but just on paper, yeah. I'm not sure how it depends on how many you're looking at. Oh, I am not one of the guys, right? I see you, Kostek, right? I'm with you. Yes, apologies for the generalisation there. Right, there we go. That's done. That's done. Let's go restock on some of our enchants. Oh, we're going to look at Chaos Crystals, weren't we? That's what we were doing. Let's have another look at them, see where they're at. I'm going to put some on. Your nickname sounds like you could cut a tree with your teeth. Really? Ah, right, yeah, there they go. Now I've caught up on the things. Right, so 240. I'm going to put some on for 240 gold. Let's just do a manual one of these. There we go. So, auctions. Let's put in. I've only got 184. I need to pick some up from the bank. Okay, let's go pick some up. There we go. Oh, thank you, Sir Bendy, for the follow. Very kind of you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing very well today. There we go. Let's pick that one up. Assumed everyone's a dude on the internet. Yes, that's a fatal mistake, Ignis. I never know. I never know gender. So I assume nothing as best I can, although social generalisms do tend to creep in. And sometimes I'm not aware of them. Hey, Executioner, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Always read Costa C. See the one in your mind. Oh, okay. Right, there we go. So there we go. We need to put on some Chaos Crystals. 200. One stack. Price per unit. Buyout price of 240. And 239. Let's try that. 240 per unit. Stack size 200. One stack. 239. I just need to make sure I double check these. And then 240. Okay, let's create an auction. Let's double check I did that right. I hope no one's going to snipe me if I've done it wrong. There we go. So one stack of 200 for 240. Let's see if we can shift those. You never know, because that's like a 40 gold profit per item, minus auction house cost, obviously. So you never know, that could work. I am currently doing archaeology for the Vala Sands. It's kind of fun. Oh, excellent. I heard a lot of people they find it quite tricky doing the last bit of the grind, depending on random number, luck and all such forth. But yeah, if it's fun, then excellent. I never really know sometimes. It's not something I've tried yet. I say yet because I would like to try everything eventually. Right, what have you got? Trained soldier. Okay, let's make one of those. Mark of the claw. Can do those. I have to level up archaeology first. At least right now it's interesting. Ah, okay, yeah. I think it's the end bit, trying to get the actual Val recipe. I've not looked into archaeology myself. It does seem interesting. Hey, Lissard, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. This is a parallel universe. You come in and chaos crystals are being sold. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It was Z's idea, seeing as I had so many, and the price is up at 240. So it seemed like a good idea to put some on. Seeing as our average price is now much lower than 240, it's 200. So it might be worth sticking some on and seeing what kind of bites we get. We're completely out of Arcana now. We're also completely out of Ley Light. We're also... Oh no, we've got some braces we can make. Hold on. I have got some Shalderai silk somewhere. Let's have a look. I could do with making some. Let's wait for this to load up and we'll have a look at our silkweave braces. Apparently the rank 3 braces are up, I hear. If anyone wants those, for both NA and EU. I think it was Sleepy on my Discord mentioned it. I saw that just before I came online. Don't know how long for, but if people want it, grab it whilst you can. Oh yeah, right. Tailoring, silkweave braces. We have, yeah, we've got 1,500 in the guild vault, so we can do that. Let's go pick them up. Make a load of braces, then we can make the ley light from the braces, and then we can make the arcana from the ley light, and then we can make our enchants. Silkweaves, shall, dorai, silk, there's one. Where's the rest? Oh, here it is. All hiding in here. Let's pick it up. Oh yeah, let's leave 600. We'll do those. And then we'll go to the regular UI. Create a load. Fill up our bags. And then at least we've got some braces going. There we go. So, not a bad start to the stream. We put some chaos crystals on. We had a few sales, nothing massive. We've got to do our restocks, so that's the main thing really. Get those restocks on, and then think about what we're going to do for the rest. I'm thinking doing some more Draenor progression, because we did really well last time. We finished the Talador storyline and exploration. So now we need to do the Nagrand portion. I don't know how long that would take to go through all the quest line. Plus we've also got to do treasure hunting, and we've got to do the probably one more lot of reputation, I think, for the Hand of the Prophet. And we've also got those missions which we need to pick up, those missives from somewhere. Much space we got left? Need to make sure I've got enough space for the ley light when it comes in. That should probably be enough. Hold on. Let's leave that. There we go. Then disenchant these. Can you change your username with Twitch? I believe you can, yes. but the new name that you want has to be available. And I know a lot of them are in kind of like a holding area. Probably in profile. Hey, Sublevel B, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. How's your weekend been? Hope you've managed to get some more sleep. Yeah, because I was thinking at some point, first navigate to settings page and type in the username you desire in the field. No user will be required to have a verified email. Okay. In the absence of a verified email, you'll be prompted to verify. Next, click verify and authenticate with your password. There you are. Settings, profile name. Scroll down. There we go. Thank you for the help, people. Hey, Scorshane, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh, of course, Sharkin had his 24-hour stream. How did he do? I hope he was all right. How did he hold up? He must be a dab-handed it now. This is the second one he's done, I think. Or has he done more than that? Rather him than me, though. I certainly don't think I've got the stamina to do 24 hours these days. Right, gonna get all these ones done, and then at least we've got some ley light. Might do some more after this though, because we're gonna need quite a lot of Arcana. He's running the last hour in Alderman. Okay, he just got 3 battered hilts. Wow, they're quite good, I think, aren't they? Battered hilts, they sell off quite a lot. I've heard of those before. Obviously, I'm not a farmer, so I may be talking rubbish. Okay, we're going to make another load. Fill up what bag space I do have. How many ley lights have we got? Where is our ley lights? There it is, ley light. 41. Okay, that's okay. 30 to 50k. Wow, that is pretty decent, isn't it? But of course, having 3 of the same thing, it depends how frequently they sell. But still, that's really nice. Awesome stuff for him. Hey, Killer Cowboy, how are you? How's things? How's your weekend been? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're all doing well. Ah, seems to be done on PC. Okay, Costa, okay. Easy to find on PC. Yeah, I've not used the mobile version, so I've got no idea what that's like. Ah, good evening, Rohim. Thanks for stopping by the stream. How are you? I hope you're doing well this lovely weekend. It is Sunday, so many of us will be going back to work tomorrow. I know I certainly am. So I'm making the most of it by making some gold. But first, I need to make all these braces. So I'm going to turn these braces into some ley light shards. He was on vacation, visiting your grandma in the hospital. He's gone for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. I hope you had a good vacation. I need to move this. So I'm going to get rid of that. /TSM destroy. There we go. Turn that off. And destroy these ones. Your goods just finished posting all your farms for the weekend. Excellent. Let's just hope they all sell. Fingers crossed for you. How's your grandma doing, Killer Cowboy? Is she on the mend? Again, just disenchant all of these, and then we can get on with our enchanting. Been working on getting gear for your new main for BFA. Oh, excellent. She's not on live spot anymore. She's a lot better. Oh, that's good to hear, Killer Cowboy. I'm glad. Sending positive vibes from the UK over to your side. Oh, there we go. Missed that one. Yeah. So what gear for your new main for BFA? So basically, are you just trying to gear up as much as you can so that you can get straight into the BFA content? I mean, I'm not sure what kind of preparation I'm going to do with regards to Samadan. I think I'll just rock in exactly as I am and just hope for the best. You only farm in the weekend and sell them through the week. Can only do daily routine during the week because of job. Yeah, I think no worries, Rohim. I think a lot of people have that. They're very much time limited, so you do what you can when you can. Oh, you'll be streaming again soon as well. Excellent. Just got a second monitor and a new desk. Excellent. Are you going to be sticking to WoW, or are you thinking different games now? Because I know you enjoyed, was it Fortnite or PUBG you were enjoying earlier? I can't remember which of those two it was. Yeah, we're going to do nearly done on our silkweed braces. This is part of the gold maintenance if you're going to be enchanting and tailoring. The only way to get good prices at Leylight is to do the bracer shuffle mainly. Right, enchanting. Let's bring that back up, and then we can look at your break from WoW's over. Took 3 months off due to burnout, so be streaming WoW again. Excellent. Good to hear. Welcome back to WoW. Yeah, I've not actually experienced burnout per se with WoW. I had the break I had from WoW was mainly due to just other things in life being more important at the time, as opposed to me actually getting bored of the game. And getting back into gold making, excellent. Good to hear. Gold's where it's at, definitely. You have 500 plus auctions to sell and repost during the week. That's quite a lot. I mean, with TSM it's fairly easy though to rack through those. It also depends on your server and how quick it is. I know some can be quite sluggish at times, especially peak times. So I don't know what kind of server you're on, but that's a couple of sort of 48-hour restocks. That should be enough Leylight. Oh no, it's not. I need some more. More Arcana. I need up for 3. Let's go another 2. There we go. That's up to 3. Do 1 more for luck, and then we can make the 3 we need. There we are. Do this one, that one. It's a few thousand profit, but it does use up our chaos crystals. There we are. Don't know about using TSM4 again though. Still getting a lot of errors. It's hit and miss. I must admit. I mean, obviously the nature of a beta is it's going to have. Oh, okay. You post for 12 hours. That's interesting. So that takes quite a lot more maintenance. Is there a reason why you do 12 hours? Do you get undercut fairly frequently? I know when I'm time limited, I tend to just put things on for 48 hours and fire and forget with some of my auctions. Others I like to stay on top of a bit more, like my enchants. But even those I'm putting on for 24 hours. Simply because I'm not... It's usually about 24 hours before I'm next on. I don't tend to have the opportunity to come on frequently and check my auctions. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Oh, it's gone. Oh, not sure if I'm going to sneeze or not. Oh, you undercut. And you don't use TSM? Oh, okay. I would highly recommend, if you've got that many auctions, TSM would make cancelling and reposting really easy. So if you're ever inclined, I'd certainly recommend getting hold of TSM3 and giving it a go. You do 12 hours, do you, Cossack? And you run a cancel scan like 5 times a day. Yeah, you're well on top of it. I must admit, yes, it does look complicated, Rohim. But this is where I was at a few months back, and I basically started small. I made one group, which was Enchanting at the time, and I just did one operation, and that was to post things on. I didn't bother with crafting or shopping or anything like that, just to try and understand how it worked. And then I built on that slowly over the months as I learned. So yeah, I totally agree with you. It is quite overwhelming to start off with, and it does look pretty complicated, but one step at a time you can get there, definitely. I'm certainly testament to that. And there's still plenty I don't know yet. Right, we need to do our tailoring. Get back onto that. Do our restarts. You whitelisted most of the guys who undercut you, so you can keep an eye on them. Do you mean whitelisted or friend requested them? You have them on your social tab, so you can see when they're on. I can't do that with TSM4. It used to be really easy to do with TSM3. I don't think they put the functionality back in TSM4 yet. It's a tricky one. Some flame you over whisper, and you send them copy text about friendship and working together. Ah, excellent, Ignis. I think that's the way, definitely way to do it, I think. No profession loading, interestingly. Well, let's try just the regular tailoring and see if anything... Now, rich purple should be in here. Yeah, here we go. So, 12 silkweave satchels. They must have gone up in price. 1 shadow weave mask. 1 rich purple silk shirt. Whitelisted. Okay. Right, you don't undercut them. Ah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would make sense. So we need quite a lot of stuff, I think. Oh, we need a lot of Tartare silk for that. I mean, we've made our braces, so we should be alright for the moment. But my stream helps a lot. Okay, listen to me on YouTube whilst farming. So you'll post at least 5 more 3-hour streams till next weekend, because you're up to date with my vlogs. I should... 5's probably pushing it, but I could probably do at least a few of those. I think I did do about 20 hours worth of streaming last week, so that eventually comes through YouTube. So TSM won't show them that you undercut them, and they won't cancel their auction. Oh, I didn't even know that was a feature, Ignis. That does sound quite useful if you're working with other people. You had someone whisper you today because you bought his auction so fast. We got talking. He didn't expect me to answer in your other main sellers, since he's on top sellers and underpuncher, and I helped him out since he was just getting into gold making. It's really nice. Oh, excellent. See, that's just testament to the gold making community. It's, I think, it's definitely the friendliest I've seen in any community. So you post when they go offline and match. Okay, so you're both basically, you're saying, okay, this is the price we're going to work at, and we'll all work together for that. That's pretty nice. I need silken thread, bolt of mage weave, and shadow silk. Have I got enough shadow silk from my run? Oh, I heard a bang upstairs. Hope everyone's alright. Hold on, just go and check on that. Be right back. There we go. I'm back. That was my daughter tripped over in a bedroom upstairs above me, so I just had to check that she was alright. Everything's fine, so that's cool. What am I missing? I'm missing a lot of silk still, and I'm missing some shadow silk, and I need to make a bolt of silk cloth. Alright, this could be interesting. So bolt of silk cloth we can do, that's easy enough. Bolt of silk. There we go. We need some silk. We didn't intermediate craft them. Here we go. Bolt of silk. There we go. Visit the guild bank. Collect those up. Gather items. For me, it's about working together. Stormreach has many people who don't need sleep. They can instantly run cancel scans and reposts 24 hours a day. Seems like magic. It seems that those people, and they are 100% people for sure, can't react when you post at the same price as them. No chatting when the teacher left the room. That was very polite of you all to wait. Guilty as charged. I bought so much materials this weekend. You start set it really well. Excellent, Executioner. You just buy any cheap materials if they are rare or you need them, and you keep them, or you sell them with a profit. It's a guarantee that people will buy it. If possible, sell at market value if it's higher than like 70%. And if sale rate's greater than that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, Executioner. That's done. So we need four bolts of silk cloth. Make those. Then we can make the rich purple, like spider silk for 1 gold. That can now be made, just not updated. And we can make some of these. So we'll make some, and then we'll think about the rest. And then we need to think about shadow silk. How many satchels can we make? Are we still making them? Okay, that's those done. So 5 left. Okay, that's fine. We'll take those off, stop gathering. And now we need shadow silk, which we can go and farm for, depending on the prices on the auction house. Let's have a look. So, shadow silk. What have we got? Shopping, favourites, shadow silk. Oh, we don't actually have it in our favourites. Okay. Shadow silk. Shadow silk. Ooh, look at that. It's currently at 848. That's absolutely massive. Okay, so we're not going to be buying shadow silk. But we can post on the ones we've just made. So we'll do that first. There we go, all of that. Run a post scan. Now, as Lower Blackrock Spire is so close to Stormwind, I'm going to put that on, that's on, and that's on. We'll get those on. More farming, absolutely. Gonna have to pick these up because works best with someone who can teleport out. Yeah, definitely sub-level B. I think I've got a route now that I can do as a priest, so it's not too bad. Yeah, Lower Blackrock Spire. Here we go again. I think that's definitely required. So from this direction, we want to head this way. Let's see if we can get this down. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need some bear tartare first. Sam doing farming and selling chaos crystals. Madness. Cats and dogs living together. It's craziness for sure. Right, cooking. Okay, let's get some cooking done. I could do with doing some restocks of cooking as well before I go. So what I could think, maybe let's do some cooking restocks, see where they're at, get myself some more bear tartare, and then something's off. Yeah, probably. What am I farming? I'm going to go get some shadow silk ignis. It's currently sitting at 800 gold, and I need to make another shadow weave mask. So I'm going to go do a couple of runs of Lower Blackrock Spire, which is fairly quick and easy even with my priest. What's the restock needed on these? Okay, not too many. Let's gather up for those. Let's take this off for now and gather just these. And then intermediate crafting, we need just the... oops, missed those. I hate it when it does that. Okay, they're all back. Gather the items. And then we need to go back to here and wait for that to load through. Then we'll go down and then we'll go back up. You can skip the most part with levitation, yes. Oh, using the LFG tool to port out. I hadn't thought about that one. Gather items. How weird. The shadowy silk is less than 200 on Storm Rage. That's a decent enough price. I mean, that's my market average at the moment, but it looks like someone's reset them. Because I've just been continuing round. It's quite easy just to run round and do it. Queuers, heals, join and leave. Ah, okay. Is that ethical? Just thinking about it. You're not actually you're joining the group and then leaving it straight away. Wouldn't people get annoyed with that though? I would think. Just a random group, not a dungeon group. Okay. You get the 30-minute deserter debuff. Oh, not dungeon group. Right. One of the invasions, instantly leave group. You'll get ported out after 67 seconds. Right. Okay. What I've been doing though is literally just going and running round the route, because it's not a bad route actually. Groups, crafts. I can't see my list unfortunately. Normally switching to this and back gets it back. There we go. That's what I wanted. Drogbar. Let's just do these intermediate crafts. You're actually saying auction house for the slice of bacon. That's interesting. Koi scented 2, Suramar 2, and Labor ribs 2. There we go. Let's go have a look at what the bacon price is. Whoops. There we go. Your efficiency of jumping down and killing inside is 10 fast run, and then crafting is in 10 fast runs, then crafting is probably way better than the full or modified route for my gold per hour. Yes, I got it. It's about 5 minutes without bear tartare, so I'm thinking I could possibly get that down with bear tartare without having to use anything else. I'm looking for bacon, slice of bacon. Apparently it's cheap on the auction house. 44 gold, that's not particularly cheap because my average is 30. Okay, we'll leave that. You just bought the lost mail thing for 1.8 thousand. Excellent. Wouldn't tell me something that would be unethical. Yes, absolutely, Ignis. I'm sure you wouldn't. I'll have to see how it works, and then I can do that. What we'll do is we'll get on that. Crispy. Why have I got crispy bacon? I should be selling that. Where is my bacon? Have I got any bacon? Is that why I haven't got it? Where's all my bacon gone? Have I run out of bacon and I didn't realise it? Oh dear. Right, well that's why we need to buy some. We've run out. With all those feasts I've been making, I didn't realise I was running out. And I haven't done any world quests for them in a while. So that would explain it. Okay. There we go. Problem spotted. Problem spotted is problem solved. So what we need to do, we need to buy some slice of bacon. Eating some bacon was too good. Hey Jack, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I'll buy the 50 because our stocks, yeah, are definitely out. Server running out of bacon. Yeah, can you imagine that? Right, we're going to have to buy it at 44, which is an okay price. And then I'm going to have to pick up some more later through the world quests, I think. Hey 94s, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have both of your weekends been? Hope all has been good. All stacks of 5, so I'm just going to pick up a load of these. Things that are all around, and then we'll leave that 44.99. Biggest issue for BFA, I think that might be the case, because no one's, unless people have set up their armies of alts to do the bacon world quests. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, stocking up. I've got it back up to 85. I hadn't realised I'd run out of so much, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on more, because the price had gone down. I mean, luckily at the moment there's a steady enough supply of it. I mean, it's up to 110, a stack of 110 there, but I'm going to leave that. I'm just going for these ones here, and then I'm going to have to make sure when I look up for my world quests that I just keep a proper eye out for bacon and keep stocking up on that. There we go, got all that lot off. So hopefully all that bacon, done, we should now have everything we need. Then I'll make the bear tartare after this. Actually no, I won't. Yes I will. I'll do it afterwards. Pop my fire down. Close that, open that up. There we go. Right, barbecue ribs, Suramar surf and turf, koi scented, the trog bar, hungry magister, nightborn delicacy platter, lavish Suramar feast. You're missing something, are you? Are you sure? Looks like you've got everything to me. There we go. Okay, we'll put those on first. That's a nice mount. There we go. Squirrel. And then we're going to put those on the auction house, and then we'll make ourselves some bear tartare. Run post scan. Let's move that back over this side so we can see it. To be able to use that fire thing as a cooking fire, shouldn't have to use your cooldown for that. Do you think so, Hieronymus? I didn't think that it could be used. I'd been normally putting my cooking fire on it, but I'll test it out when this one runs out. That would be useful if that's the case. Let's go over and do bear tartare. We'll need to collect some stuff off the guild bank for this. Just doing it in 2 chunks so that I'm not kept having it. That's broken, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think it. I think I'd tried it before, and I don't think it'd work. But we'll have another look. Might as well test it out. You never know. It's always good to double check these things, because I don't want to. That could be you never use your cooldown for cooking. The Orgrimmar auction house, though. Now I do know the Ironforge ones are supposed to work, so maybe it doesn't work in Stormwind, or this particular one. Right, Bear Tartare is actually saying it's not worth making at the moment, because it cost me 61 silver to make, and apparently there's someone for 54 silver. Interesting. Right, let's go back and have a look. Blitzking sort of nuts and giving us bacon world quest lately, like every 3 days. Just finished up the 15 pop on 7 tunes yesterday. Wow, that's loads, score Shane. So people flood it with 2 and then the prices dip. Yeah, that would make sense. And then they come back up. I always thought the Stormwind one should work. It should do, really. I mean, we're in the Dwarven District. Bear Tart. Right, okay, this is why everything's cheap. So 54 silver. It's actually cost me 61 silver to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to buy up a load of this. What's the crafting? 61 silver. Yeah, all fire pits should work. Really, it's a quality of life thing, really, isn't it? Because the price, I mean, this price is pretty low. It shouldn't really be this low. I mean, the fatty bear steak I'm getting for 57 silver. What's the actual price of fatty bear steak? Let's just work this out. Fatty bear steak. Yeah, see, fatty bear steak's actually really pricey. So unless people are farming it, Pierre the Pet, made by engineers. That's a thing, isn't it? And also Lil Ragnaros is another thing. That Bear Tartare is way too cheap. Yeah, it is. It does look way too cheap for me. It should really be at the 3 gold mark, not this price. Because they're selling this at a loss as far as I can work out. Because my crafting cost is at 61 silver. Buy it and relist. Yeah, I think the problem you've got with these is they do take up a lot of buy it all. Buy everything. I would be tempted to take everything that's Matt's more expensive than the you sell at 9. Yeah, I mean look at my average sold price is actually 5 gold 17, and I've sold 7,000. And my average purchase is actually 2 gold 56. So yeah, let's buy it up. And I think the 90 silver one is definitely worth taking. They sell for 30 gold. Wow, that's loads. It's amazing. This definitely needs reworking. And I think we basically, in order to do this properly, should go everything up to the 2 gold 64. Or I can go a bit further and go beyond the... See, there's mine here at 3 gold. That's my price. Weird servers. Yeah, definitely weird. Well, I think everything up to 1 gold 50 should definitely come off, because they are too cheap. Buy those 25. I'm going to be bear tartare coming up my ears now. So there we are, 2 gold 64. Now the question is, do I go up to 3? Do I take mine off and buy these? I need to do a mail move now. What do you mean by a mail move, Costa? Is that where I basically collect my stuff and send it to someone else? Because this is going to fill me up loads. Time 1 due to no crafting is more gold earned. Yeah, definitely, Hieronymus. I think that's wise words. I think we should be up here. And relist for 5 golds. Yeah, I'm thinking we should be up here, definitely. I'm going to take these off as well. And I'm going to cancel mine. There's 85 of these, but we can do that. That's doable. We can take these. And take mine off. Oops, caps. Yeah, definitely. And then we can use this mark, this 6 gold 68, because my average sell price is 517. So I know we can definitely do this. I mean, yes, I'm going to have a lot of bear tartare, but that's fine. At least I won't have to cook any in a while. I did this before, and I did manage to shift them all. Okay, there we go. Internal auction error. Let's try that again. Have we phased? Are we back? I'll go to another one. It's usually easier. Let's swap round. Bear tart. Okay, another 3 of 20. 1, 2. I broke the auction house. Yeah, I think it phased out of me. Now I've got mine, so I need to bear tartare. Take mine off. And let's take these off. Let's get this working. Is that all? And last one. Right. There we go. And the map price should go up as well. Yeah, I mean the map price is already pretty high, so I think... There we go, there's a load. How much space have we got? Let's take what we can fit for now. Problem with these stacking in 20s does make it really inconvenient to store them. On your server, Shadow Silk is 100 gold. See, yeah, I think that's a bit of more of a reasonable price. I mean, the region market average is 195. Someone's obviously reset them here. And I know Shadowweed masks are selling quite well. Alright, with that lot, let's go put those on. Let's use this guy again. Auctioning. Let's deselect all. Bear tartare, run post scan. Hey TJ, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. 6,000 bear tartare. Is that how many I've got? I've got 999. Or not counting the ones in the mail actually. Hasn't. So 6 gold 68 we're at now. Ah, thank you, Doublebock, for the follow. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. We're basically resetting the market on bear tartare at the moment because the cost was way down at 54 silver. So we're going to put it back on for 6 gold 68. So let's post those on. 50 of them. There we go. Yeah, right. So nice and helpful. Everyone really gets to know each other. Absolutely, TJ. The gold making community is one of the friendliest I ever know. How have you been, TJ? I hope you've been well. Right. We could probably do with taking some more. Let's open up the mail. Feeling the love. No problem, TJ. Right, loads here. How are we doing? 1,800 and... Okay, it's worked out what's in the mail now. 1,880. So you bought all 25 of them and reposted 300 gold each. I think that's a pretty good move, Rohim. I reckon you could certainly sell them for that. Depending, obviously, on how much people farm them for, though. It's kind of depends on their price, really. I don't know how many I normally post. Let's do another 50 whilst we're here, because I know they do sell. I don't know what my posting limit is. I think it's something quite high. I'm going to put these on, because at least this way, being on the auction house, they're going to potentially sell. Obviously, people are going to come along and undercut me, but that's fine. That's how things happen. And then you just keep on top of the market, and you resort it out. I'll get another 50 off. And then when I've filled up whatever my quota is, I think it's something like 150, I'm not sure exactly. Then I'll put the rest in my guild bank. They say sell at least 10 a day. Well, there you go. I think that should be... there we go, that's done. That's all my bear tartare from there. Is it Addy bags I use? Yes, it is, TJ. It's really, really useful for keeping me organised. Yeah, it's really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't do the guild bank, but that's fine. We'll ignore that. I end up just shoving things in there anyway. Let's dump these in as fast as they'll go in. Tends to be a little bit hit and miss. Which ones go in and which ones don't. But we can at least get rid of, at least store these temporarily. Oh, let's keep on doing that, though, isn't so good. My guild bank is so fast. This is quite sluggish for me. It seems okay at the moment. Hey, Braindead, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Here's where we find out if it's really Sam and it's not the guild bank. If it's not the guild bank, we'll be tidy. Yeah. Can you imagine me in my guild bank tidy? Maybe one day I'll surprise you all. The ones I don't want in my guild bank, mail them to your alts. Yes, that's what Cossack was saying earlier, is do a mail move. I think that's what she meant by it. I'm going to keep them in my guild bank where I've currently got space, because that's really easy for me to just pick them up and restock. And so as I've got the extra tab, thanks to Emery suggesting I buy that, that's 10,000 gold very well spent, because I use so much stuff. Right, how much have we got? Another... Ooh, we got 135. Okay, that's going to need to be moved somewhere, definitely. Going well, trying to sell your house. Okay, so you haven't been streaming. Baby and house sale. Wow. Selling house as well at that time. Wow, so good luck with that one. Although, to be fair, I did something very similar to you. I moved to the other side of the country shortly after my son was born. I don't know what it is about having children. You suddenly kind of like refocus about what you want in life, and it makes you do things like move. I've definitely encountered it before on more than one occasion. In fact, when my daughter was born, we moved again, so there's definitely something to do with having children and wanting to move house. Right, okay, how much other space have we got? Stream again soon in the future, just a hiatus. Yeah, absolutely. Life comes first, sub. You sort. That sounds like you've got plenty to sort out anyway. All got some space in here. Let's shove some stuff in there. That one. That one. That one. Any more space? Oh, a few spots here. Let's pop that in. Look away if your organisational skills are having nightmares over me shoving things in random places. There we are, another couple. And then another, oh, it's got some more space here. This is where I've been doing all my cooking and using up all the random bits that I've got. So we can now fill it up with a whole lot of bear tartare. That makes my borderline OCD a real problem. Yeah, absolutely. I think this disturbs most people, TJ. Hey, Pointy Name, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your day been? There we are. That one. Oh, got a spot there. I know it's tailoring, doesn't matter. I'll pop some in there. Alright, let's get some more. We'll fill up our bank with everything. And then we can collect it up, because I'm sure these will sell, and then I'll pick up some more. Being okay, that's good to hear. Been very good here, been very busy today. Had loads of stuff on, sort of family stuff and organising stuff. Bank stack, make skill bank. Oh my god, Sharkin, thank you ever so much for the host. That's really kind of you. How was your 24-hour stream? I hope you survived it okay. Yeah. Hey, Agent Rusky, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Gerbil Nuts, for the follow. Very kind of you. For everybody who's just come to me from Sharkin stream, my name's Samadan. I make gold mainly with enchanting, tailoring, cooking, and leatherworking. We have literally just reset the market on bear tartare, and I've completely filled myself up with loads of it, which I'm now just trying to get into my guild bank, which I'm running out of space quite rapidly on. Thank you all for the follows. I don't think I've managed to catch them all. Hey Cuddle Cake, and hey Clayton, how are you? Hey Imposter, thanks for stopping by. What else have we got? Blissfire, thanks for stopping by. How are you? And we've got John Crichtons, thank you for the follow. And Solo Burrow for the follow, thank you ever so much. I'm just going to try and catch up on everyone there. And Twinkie DH Boy. And Goalkeeper Mojin, thank you ever so much for the follows. And Jungle Cat, thank you all. Now we're just currently offloading a load of bear tartare, so bear with me whilst I just go and dump some of this into my guild bank, and then we're going to have a look. Another couple. Hope I'm well today. I am absolutely Blissfire, doing very well, thank you very much. See if I can catch up on everyone for the follows. What have we got? McCred Death, HLB69, Imposter, and Six Gun Harlequin. Thank you all. And Jeff GG. Feels bad, my follow got lost in the rest. Oh, sorry, Rec Games. Thank you very much for the follow. We're just trying to catch up on all the chat. Absolutely loads coming in at the moment, so if I've missed you, I do apologise. Skrillex, oh there you are, Rec Games, got you there. It is definitely a follow train. Seahorse, and Vodagy, and Rashikoch, is that right? This is definitely a train, thank you ever so much. Pico's Bob, Jimny. Hey, thank you, Sharkin. There's absolutely loads coming in. It's mainly catching up on the on all the follows. So, how was your stream? Thanks ever so much for the host. That's extremely kind of you. How'd you do with your 24 hours? It's wrong. There's yours. Yep, it's come through, Rec Games. Excellent. Just don't want to miss on everyone. Found me via Sharkin as well. Thank you, Duffelbach. And Benman. And I've got Spook. Lots of follows. Thank you ever so much. Hey, get some chef's hats in there as well. Hey, Mark Rock, how are you? I had 222 watching me. That's why I've got so many to catch up on. There we go. Faders Wow, thank you for the follow. And King Zaro. I've got no idea how far my chat's gone down now. I'm just trying to keep on top of it whilst you all come in. So please bear with me. Rulik, Sacros. There we go. Thank you, Sublevel B, for that. Someone from here playing Mac. You mean on Macintosh, Mark Rook, or do you mean in something else? Samadan, 1,000 followers equals 24-hour crafting stream. I hadn't thought about what I was going to do at 1,000 followers, Pointy Gnome, but there's definitely some ideas there. Hitting a 24-hour stream in the first week of April to try and get your channel kickstart. Excellent, TJ. I hope that goes well for you. I don't think I've personally got the stamina for it. Asbestos Rogue, thank you for the follow. Didn't catch what that emote is there. Haven't got that one on it. You need help. Is that on the on a Mac? Is it? I'm not or Mac Theridon. I'm not sure, Mark Rock. Can you explain a little bit more what your problem is, and hopefully someone in the chat will be able to help out with you if I can't myself. 24 hours is child's play. Okay, TJ. Sharkin's hosting me. Crazy coincidence. You saw my crafting video the other day. Oh, excellent, Gregor. Well, thanks for stopping by the stream. You tried your first 254-hour stream. Did you mean to say 254-hour stream? On Sea of Thieves opening day. You can't install WoW on the Mac. Oh, that's a shame, Mark Rock. I'm not sure exactly what would be causing the issue with that one. I'm not a Mac person myself. 24-hour crafting auction house, you net quite an amount of gold. Yeah, that's one of the things about gold making, isn't it? It is the amount of time you spend in the game that does bear some bearing on what you do. Thank you, Santaholic, for helping out there. Thank you, Gregor, for the follow. And fell asleep at 21 hours when the servers went down. Oh. There we go. Waiting for them to come back online, and you said, there we go. So I think I'm just about catching up on all the follows. Hey, Cyberblast, how are you? Do you have an issue with TSM4? I hope we can help you. You have no auction sales sounds since you update to TSM4. There's no option for it. Yes, that's right, Cyberblast. There isn't an option for it at the moment, but there is an add-on you can use. If you go in, and it's called I Sold More, and that will play the till sound for you, which I personally love. So I would definitely recommend adding that add-on in, and you'll get the sounds back. Alright, just make sure I'm catching up on all the chat. Kuroshi, thank you for the follow. I think I've caught up on the follows so far. If I've missed you, I do apologise, but welcome everyone. So we were just going through our usual restocking at the moment. We've got our main auctions on. We were going to go over and get some Shadow Silk, because Shadow Silk at the moment is currently at 800 gold, 848 gold, which is absolutely massive. It's not normally that expensive. So I was thinking of going over and getting some. Cashin Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. WoW setup quit unexpectedly. That's the error. That is strange. Are you using the Blizzard installer? I think so. That's what he means, Jack. The till sound doesn't come through in TSM4 yet. That's not been implemented yet. But you can use the add-on to go through that and bypass it. Yeah, they haven't put it in, but the I Sold More add-on does definitely give you the till sound. I'd be lost without it. People doing the first aid achievement. Yes, I think people are doing that, Gemini. I know the Ember Silk prices have really gone up for me. Thank you, Chucky and Sheep Are White for the follow. Very kind of you. I think you may wipe your Mac, install WoW, and use it as a test portable TSM device. Not a bad idea. TJ. Yeah, before it's gone, I think people are doing the first aid achievement, and I think that really does help. Those that are wanting to get it before it goes into legacy mode. I mean, I personally haven't got the first aid achievements. I kind of gave up. I think it was in vanilla when I was having to bandage people when I was out of mana. So after that, I pretty much gave up on first aid. So I still have a fair amount of bear tartare to store somewhere. I've still got some in the mail. I'm not going to open those up, but maybe I'll have a little bit of space in my bank that I can just offload stuff.
How are you?
In the interim. We've got loads of Faranar Fizz here as well, so we're just going to dump in the spare space I do have. That should give me enough for now. Hey Hog Stout, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. You only bought it for work. No longer work where you needed it. Oh, that's fair enough, TJ. I mean, Macs certainly have their place. Do you have enough space on the hard drive you install on? But you'd have 50 gig free. That's a good idea, Sandholic. Thanks for the suggestion on that one. Right. Now, what bag mod is that? This is called Addy Bags. And it's really good for sorting everything into different categories. I'll type it in the chat. Addy Bags. There we go. But it's really handy. It doesn't do the guild bank, unfortunately. That would be really handy if it did, because my guild bank's a complete mess at the moment. But this works for the moment anyway. I think I'm going to have to send some of this bear tartare to Urfin, my demon hunter. Let's just do a regular one. Let's just shift stuff over, and then we'll do the rest. We could do this in a group, but I'm literally just going to send a few over for now, just to clear the space in my bags. That's that full, so I'll send that, and then I'll do another lot. Earthen, bear, that's just about right. There we go. Hey, Six Gun Harlequin, decided mining is stupid. You buy 450 smelting with a 450 skill, but it gives you 0 XP towards your mining. I've not done mining yet. I thought the Legion mining was fairly easy though to level up through. Maybe that's something you got to do. Looks like a nice upgrade from Bagnon. It's nice for someone like me, definitely, Gregor, that does struggle with organisation, as Kostek will certainly tell you. You can configure it to lots of different ways as well. You can compress stacks, you can do all sorts of different things, so it's really quite comprehensive. So it's definitely worth checking out. Now I know there's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm just literally getting rid of what's in my bags at the moment, just to clear a little bit of space, and then we can move on. Yeah, that should be enough. We need to keep a couple for myself anyway, so that should be enough for the moment. Sort feature and ability to see new items in a separate section is fairly nice. Yeah, it definitely is. Thank you, Faffers, for the follow. Very kind of you. Now, normally you would find me... Oh, there's 2 dragons filling up the space. Normally you'd find me in the auction house, going through my normal things. So the sort of things I do here, these are all my groups I've got set up, and I've been going through doing my tailoring, enchanting and cooking restocks. We've done all of those, and what I then do is I go through my shopping list, which is all of these groups, and look and see if I've got any decent things to buy. Like for instance, I'd look through my cooking ingredients. Now I hadn't realised, but I'd actually run out of slices of bacon. We just sorted that out now. But this shopping operation is based on my average buy price. So this percentage you see here on the right is based off the percentage of I normally buy them. That figure in the middle, 1 gold 14, is my average purchase price for something like fatty bear steak. And you can see here it's currently at 397%. So for me, this is a really good way of going through and doing a shopping scan, and I only buy things that are a particular bargain. Because at the moment you can see there's slice of bacon, because I've been buying it at this price at where is it? There it is. 44 gold is my average buy price, which is why this is coming in at about 101%. Where do you get TSM for? You can sign up for the beta imposter. I think one of my command bots has it. Let me just, it's a timed message at the moment, it usually comes up. Let me see if I can find it for you. I'll edit that one. And I'll copy this into chat so you can see it there. Yeah, I haven't got my commands set up unfortunately yet, but there we go, there's the actual link to it. It is still in beta though, so it does come with its fair few bugs. You also use scraps for auto-selling greys, TJ, that's pretty good. Yeah, those messy bags, Costock, absolutely. Let me just see if I can catch up on chat to make sure. You have a similar add-on for auto-selling greys, really useful when farming. There we go, and there is, I believe there is a TSM sell grey setting. I haven't used it myself because I literally just, I don't usually have quite a lot, so I don't usually have that many, and so I just literally just click through the junk myself. No worries, TJ, thanks ever so much for stopping by the stream. Hope you have a good evening and a good night. You can't live without it, Hieronymus. Yeah, it's amazing though, isn't it, that different people have different things about TSM that they do so differently. Now looking at this, ley blood, 1 gold 76. My average purchase price is 2 gold 72, but I do have 2,000 of them, so I'm in no desperate rush for this ley blood. And if I expand it out, you can see there's quite a lot of it for this price, so I'm not expecting it to change drastically at the moment. Sorry, I don't have an uptime command at the moment, Goldkeeper, but I can tell you I've been up for about an hour and a half, and I'm going to be on for at least another hour and a half, I would say. So, got plenty of time. I'm basically going through my normal gold making routines, doing a bit of shopping at the moment. A good transmog junk seller. Yeah, that's probably something you could use TSM for. I don't use it myself. You could possibly do something that anything's... I mean, you could do it manually, just go through anything that's under a certain price and just vendor it. But I'm not sure how you'd set that up in TSM itself. You love your second WoW account, do you, Jack? Do you use it for sniping? You made a level 60 hunter to carry your sub 60 characters through dungeons with the monk trick, and you forgot to lock XP. Oh no, Ignis. Is that going to mess up everything for you? Do you have to go all the way back up again? Sounds like you would have to. Jack uses it for dipping. Yeah, a special account just for dipping for Jack. I wouldn't be surprised. Now those lean shanks are quite cheap. I do have nearly 4,000 of them though. Not a lot of this stuff that's cheap do I have in short supply other than this. Fjarnskaggle. if that's how you pronounce it. Normally 22 gold. He's 61 now. It's a shame you can't revert it. That would be a shame. You need to level a new one. Oh no, Ignis. Hopefully that's not going to take you too long. I'm going to buy this lot, I think. Macroc, thank you for the follows. Very kind of you. I hope you get your Mac issue sorted so you can get back into playing WoW. Definitely. There we go. So we're going to go through and buy up all our cheap things. This will keep us in stock for our cooking, because the best way to make a profit on things is to buy the materials cheaply when you can. You've got one just for sniping, have you, Jack? Yeah, so you've got it running in the background. I mean, that's not something I've set up myself. Oh, what have you sold? Oh, our Hexweave bags just sold. There we go. That's good. Yes, and you dip with it. Right, so next in our shopping list, we're going to go through and have a look at cloth, because I really could do with some more Shalderai silk, because I use my Shalderai silk for the Silkweave Bracer Shuffle, so I turn it into Leylight shards, and I also make Silkweave satchels, not the imbued ones, just the regular ones, because they tend to... Do I have a Hexweave bag tutorial? Unfortunately no, but that's a good idea, Chucky. I basically set up my garrison to... I did the Gorgon fly trap for the herb garden. I did... What else did I do? I got the Tailoring Emporium and I put the follower in it. And then I try and get as much sumptuous fur as I can from Nagran now. And that's my basic setup really for it. Let me just catch up on chat. There we go. There we go. Physic, thank you for the follow. Doesn't take long because you have a 60. Oh wait, never mind. Oh dear, Ignis, yeah. Rulik, thanks for stopping by. How much gold do I have? I currently have about 777,000. Every time I go over 1 million, if the price is good, I buy a WoW token. You snipe transmog mainly, do you, Jack? Let me just check. That way, sell fast is still a nice profit. Yeah, I think basically, yeah, you want to avoid all the cheap stuff really, and just resell where you can. Whilst I've been chatting, I hadn't spotted this fell cloth is super cheap. Look at that, 50 silver. I normally buy that for 17 gold, and even that market value is normally 84 gold. And I use that in my mooncloth robes, so that's a definite bargain. Let me just see how much there is. There's a 15 gold there as well, which I'll definitely buy that as well. Guessing you do the AFK monk method for sumptuous fur. No, I don't, Sixgun. I haven't got a monk. I literally, usually when Kosok's on as well, she helps me out, and we go down, and I literally just pick up a couple of hundred at a time with my demon hunter, who's also a leather worker. It's not very efficient at all. I haven't got the... I haven't bought the, what's the dark moon stuff you have, and the mother's skinning knife thing. I haven't got any of that. I just literally do it the old-fashioned way. So it's not particularly efficient. I know there's a lot more I could do with that. Yeah, it's nice gold making on the side, Jack. Yeah, definitely. Remember your face when someone asked you to get the pleasure bot 8,000, the follower for the silk hut. Yes. I didn't realise I already had my follower as well, so it was kind of like I wasn't sure if they were serious or not. But we got one anyway, so we got a pleasure bot now, as well as whoever we have in our normal one. Hey Sunny D, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Squirrel, yes, definitely. Anyone who's on my stream for any length of time will spot that I do tend to go off on a tangent every now and again, because there's so many gold making opportunities out there, and especially when you're trying to work out where you were next, I tend to go off on a little tangent and find the odd recipe and things like that. Oh, you have Affliction Warlock and the Draenor toy. Thanks the glitch, make 1,000 fur an hour. That's pretty decent, Rohim. I like the sounds of that. Since some farmers there like to party up so we can avoid any spawn glitches, they stop force spawning. Oh, that's pretty good then, 6gun. All your tomb barns have level 3 to get a ton of fur, and the blood can be turned in for blood. Yeah, I've heard of people using the barns. I've not set mine up yet fully. I'm still actually working on my Draenor flying. That's one of my the main things I've been doing. Turn into blood gold. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Hey, Amorius, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, there's a Spreadsheet raid coming in as well. Amazing. Well, thank you ever so much. Hey, Rasheen, how are you? And Emery, how are you? Thanks ever so much, Spreadsheet. It hasn't popped up yet in my chat, but definitely, that's amazing. Thank you ever so much. So everyone who's joined me from Spreadsheet, my name's Samadan, and I make gold doing cooking, enchanting, leatherworking, and tailoring are my main things. Hey, Toxic Lungarter? Lunargarter, there we go. And Goatdean, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Jack dips the raiders. That's fantastic. Well, thank you ever so much for the raid. That's extremely kind of you, Spadey. How was your stream? I hope it went well. We're just going through some shopping at the moment, so I'm going through all my shopping operations, looking through my cloth and my good stuff. We've actually phased in all that time. Doing very well, thank you, Rasheen. How are you? We're just going through and doing a spot of shopping, which is particularly good. Oh, look at the cost of these bolts. They're particularly expensive, except for these bolts are wind wool cloth. Look at these. My crafting cost is normally 11 gold, based off my wind wool cloth price. So this is a definite bargain, and there's 169 of them. Let's just double check. There's actually loads of wind wool here, so I'm going to buy all this up. I might even leave that one on, so that other people go underneath that one. I'm going to buy that one up, and I'm going to buy that one up as well. Nice to meet you too, Toxic Lunargarter. Thanks ever so much for stopping by the stream. Thank you very much, Sparety, for the host. That's extremely kind of you. For the raid, sorry. Hey, Xanix and Shara, how are you? No problem. How's things going with you guys? I hope you're all well. I hope you're both well, sorry. Not all of you. There's not more than 2 of you, is there? We're doing okay here. We're basically going through and doing a lot of shopping at the moment. Now this is my favourite shopping. This is all my good stuff. This is where we like to find out some nice bargains. I'm ignoring large brilliant shards because those have been really, really cheap for a long time. Hi Billy Doll, how are you? Thank you Xanix for the follow. Very kind of you. Crazy that you're here. Just checking up on all the chat because we've got so much chat going through. I just want to make sure I've caught everyone. Thank you, Zeringabe TV. I didn't spot you there. Thanks ever so much. So happy. Yes, I'm extremely happy. There's an amazing amount of people in the stream today. So welcome one and all. Thank you ever so much. Who else have we got here? There we go. Thank you, Red Ghost, Spatey, Billy Doll, all the emotes coming in now. Excellent. You spent so much gold today, have you, Rasheen? Because keeps threatening to make a BFA shopping list video. Can you imagine that? Have you guys got Alpha? I can't remember if you said you did or not. How is it going if you have got it? She will make it. Yes, I'm sure she will. She did with Legion 2. And did you buy everything, Rasheen? and you were stressed with Legion prep too because of it. See, for me, I'm still on catch up, so I'm not really one for sort of like, I don't like to spoil the story for myself, so I've kind of been avoiding a fair amount of the Battle for Azeroth storyline stuff, but I still kind of like to keep an eye in it. I've only done 2 levels at the moment. Okay, nothing really interesting outside of Scrapper for gold making stuff. Yeah, that Scrapper does look interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to work out. You bought everything you needed before she released it. You spent 500k today, mostly mats though. Got some good deals. Well, that's what I'm looking at the moment here, and this Imperial Amethyst is looking particularly cheap, because I've been buying that for 161, although I suspect I've probably phased in this time. So let me just check that. No, we have got that. And let's pick some more up then, because it does seem to be fairly cheap. I want to get at least, what's my stock level of this? 44 total. Yeah, so I'm going to pick up the 16, I think. You've got Alpha, have you, Physic? Excellent. But you haven't had time to play. Oh, that's a shame. You spent 60k on Artifact Fishing Rod and is levelling to make mad golds. Yeah, I have heard good things about that fishing rod. Definitely Bod Squad. It's one of the things for me to do in my list of the big, massive list of things to do. It just sits in your bank now, does it, Gregor? Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Alcoholic Red, for the follow. That's extremely kind of you. So I'm going to carry on with purchasing, I think, a little bit of... What else have we got here? Crystallized Life. I've got a fair amount of that. Sorcerous Air we've got a lot of. Essence Undead we've got a lot of. Sumptuous Fur we don't need to buy now. The Vermilion Onyx is a little bit cheaper than I usually buy it. So let's just pick up some 15 of those. And then everything else is above my average buy price. All this stuff in the red is more than my average buy price. And down here, Shadow Silk is particularly expensive, which is where we were off to before I bought all that Bear Tartare. We had a bit of a moment when we looked at Bear Tartare, and it was on for like 60 silver, and so we bought loads and loads of it, and hopefully we're going to be able to reset the market on that to a decent price. And I'm going to ignore the leatherworking at the moment because my Demon Hunter's going to have a look at that. How are we doing with Legion enchanting materials? Because we did put a stack of 200 on of Chaos Crystals for 240. It looks like someone's gone under us for one of them. I'm not sure whether it's worth undercutting those at the moment. Arcana and Leylight are way above my normal mat cost because I get my Leylight through disenchanting the rank 3 Silkweave braces. So my mat cost is about 45 gold, whereas these are selling for 70 gold. Now I would put mine on the auction house, but I use them so much for my enchants that I basically don't have enough spare. But I do have spare Chaos Crystals, which is why I put this 200 stack on for 240. I now have 666 followers. Oh dear, Seahorse. Quick, we need another one just to change the number. Or one leave, either way. That does sound definitely a strange number. I'm going to miss the... Well, let's just check the Walls of Draenor herbs and ore. We just want to check to see if there's any under 1 gold, because they would be useful for trading into primal spirits. We've got a little bit of Nagrand Arrow Bloom there. Maybe we could purchase just a few of those. Yeah, there's only 2 stacks of 12, so we'll scoop those up. 88 silver. There we go. So that's the main bulk of my operations that I've done so far. These are all my auctions that I've got on at the moment. So whilst those are ticking over, we do need to update our Shadowweed masks. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I'm spending a lot, Mr. Sam. I am, Kostek, I am. What are we up to now? 773,000 gold. So we're not too bad, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. I think we'll get a return of our investment of bear tartare, definitely. So I'm going to head on over to Lower Blackrock Spire. If I can remember the way, it's going to be up here, in here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So we'll head over this way. A 23k spend. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. And it's not on chaos crystals, so we're doing okay with that for the moment, definitely. Just notice those particles look like feathers at the moment. Ah, Well-Built UK, thank you ever so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. Right, where is it? There we go, we see it in the distance. So luckily it's not too far from Stormwind. That's 8 Shadow Weave masks. Right, well we better sell them. We're not going to sell any with none on the auction house, so we definitely need some more Shadow Silk. Now I believe we were talking about using a looking for group method, but I'm wondering with my bear tartare I might just run round. There we go, in here. Now it's up over this side, I believe. Where was it here last? Bear with me one moment whilst I work out where the entrance was. There it is, more to the right and over there. There we go. Ah, Shelter Shooter, thanks ever so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. Let's have a look in here. Where are we map-wise? Yep, there we go. We need to go in here and then go round. There we go. Imagine they sell more as people get finished with raid content and look for other stuff to do. Then again, they may just quit. Yeah, this is what I'm finding. Hey Emery, how are you? Yeah, I know, it's massive at the moment. Thanks to the very kind Spatey and Sharken for the hosts earlier. We've got a massive viewership at the moment, so thank you everyone for stopping by whilst I run through Blackrock Spire. We're basically just going to try and pick up some Shadow Silk. I need to go eat some bear tartare whilst I'm here. I'm going to literally run through this fairly quickly. How are you, Emery? I hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. Shelter Shooter, did I catch you for the follow? But if I didn't, thank you ever so much. Grinds 64 silks. Okay, that's a target, Costa. I wonder how many it'll take us to do. I mean, we have got the slight issue with load times at the moment, so I'll have to watch out for that one. So need to work on setting up a shopping list in TSM. Absolutely recommend it, Fissig. It's really, really useful because by buying things at the cheapest price you can. Well, thank you very much, Shelter. Just wanted to make sure that I caught everyone. I'm not used to the chat moving quite as fast as it is today, so if I do miss anyone, I apologise. Let's go through with some bear tartare for now. We'll get this up. Nothing worse than loading screens. Absolutely, Rasheen. I'm hoping I can get mine sorted a little bit more because it's not exactly ideal at the moment. Right, I'm going to ignore these for now. I'm going to go run round and then I'll do the little levitate off here and then go down here. Now, I'm not normally much of a farmer. Hey Sharken, how are you? I'm surprised you haven't gone back to bed. Guess you kind of need to come down a little bit. Oh, we've got a recipe. Greater protection potion. That sounds cool. I'm just going to run through these. I'm also levitating still at the moment, so that's quite cool. I'll pick up some rune cloth whilst we're here. Have you gotten yourself some food, Sharken, and rehydrate yourself? There we go, there's some more Shadow Silk. You want that for a start. I'll pick this one up. And we'll pick this up. There we go. Oh, we've got some more coming in at the moment. We forgot you, didn't we? We aggroed you. Seen some of my my YouTube videos. Kind of skip them all through them, or just listen and enjoy them in the soothing voice. Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Too many energy drinks. Yeah, you got to watch out for those energy drinks. Don't know if you can see, but you have lots of energy. Well, that's the buzz of doing the streams, I guess, isn't it? It was the third Red Bull too much, was it? There we go. Crystal Fang. Okay, that's a new one for me. What have you got? Some more Shadow Silk. That's cool. Oh, something else to loot there. Spider Pulp. Especially with your old age. Blessed, only 28. You need to take your rest. Alright, let's go pop up here. Yeah, I heard you got some broken hilts. That sounds pretty good, Sharkin. Other than that, I was there through it all. Wow, that's dedication. Oh, here we go. Elixir of Giant Growth. We just sold a couple of those. Oh, we didn't mean to aggro all of these, but we might as well pick them all up whilst we're here. There we go. But for real, actually going to bed. Well, thank you ever so much for the host, Shark, and that's extremely kind of you. You have a good sleep, and I hope it all. Hope you recover nicely. He was complaining he was old. Yeah, Jack. Right, I need to go here and up, I believe. There we go. Right, I'm going to kill these to get the boost. I'm not doing this as totally as efficiently as I could, but I'm just going to run through this and then drop down here and then come through here and do these guys, and then we'll do this. 28 years old. You're going to be 31. You're not old at all, Clayton. I'm 43 and I don't feel old at all. Right, I'll do these. Do these. We're getting some nice things we're picking up here. And then we'll just pop straight outside. I might as well just run through all of this. There we go. You feel young at 24 now? Yeah, definitely. Any grey hair yet? Right, I'll just spin through this lot because this is quite easy. I won't bother with the looting. And still a baby. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel, Scorshane. Only in your beard. They're mostly white strands. Yeah, I've got a bit of grey in my beard. I guess it all depends on what you do, doesn't it? Don't know why you're waiting there. I'll jump in with you as well. There we go. And then we're going to pop back outside. I think that was that done. Yeah, we just got the last ones. We can do those. Pick you up, and then we can head outside. So it's a fairly quick run anyway, without having to do the looking for group thing. So I could probably do that a lot quicker if I didn't stop to loot and wasn't checking on the chat. I'm not as proficient as farming as, say, perhaps Sharkin is, but then it's there we go, soft bun. It worked. That's my one and only command. I need to get some more working, but thanks for testing it out. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up entirely optional, however. That's a good point, Z. I have to excuse the load times on this. Whilst this is loading up, actually, I'll take a quick bio break and then I'll come back. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Hey, Gumdrops, how are you? Just going to step away for 5 minutes and I'll come back in a moment. Right, I'm back. Thank you for waiting, everyone. Let me just catch up on chat whilst I'm here. Saw Gumdrop said popped it in. There we are. All the way up the top. There we go. If you're not playing video games at 40, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, definitely, Gregor. Let me just check up on all the chat. Just going through. I did, Ignis. It's the only command I made. More braces. Yes, Rasheen, I know that feeling. I've done loads and loads of braces. Go. Hey, Descolada. I'm not a Yankees person, so I got no idea, sports-wise. Yeah, rank 3 braces is up, Mattis. I did spot that. Braces is greater than invasion. Has it even a question? Yeah, definitely, Rasheen. Doing good, still wide awake. After doing the LAC and Sharkins run, excellent. Let me just check up on everything else. Oh, you bought a load of living steel, Gregor, that's cool. Don't trigger you. There we go through. Oh, you did your first one in Sharkins as well, Blissfire, excellent. Let me just move out of this because it's getting a bit funny on my eyes. There we go. There we are. There we go. Let me just check up on all the chat. Oh, it's gone so quickly. There we go. Right. Yes, I believe it is Ignis. I don't know how long it's up for, but it is definitely up. It was up earlier. Right, I'm going to reset that. I'm going to head back in. And we're going to do another run. I don't know. I didn't see how many Shadow Silk we got that time. But we do need a fair amount. So we're going to go through, collect up some Shadow Silk, and then we can make our Shadow Weave mask. So we've at least got one on. As Costo was saying, I could probably do with stocking up on a little bit on this. So I'll do this a few times, see if I can get a bit more efficient with my run through. So hopefully that will be better. See if I can speed it up somewhat. Obviously we've still got the limit of 10, so I'm not going to be able to go too crazy on that. And just wait for Mr. Potato to catch up. For those that don't know, Mr. Potato is my PC, who's not exactly the fastest of the bunch, but does stream and play WoW at a decent rate. We recently upgraded him with another 4 gigs of RAM and a slightly better graphics card, so he's hanging in there. If you look down on my Twitch profile, you can see the specs of my PC. It's certainly nothing to write home about, but it definitely does me for the moment. Right, we'll go left, don't we? Off down here. Don't think we caught that rat. And drop down here, and then we go around. Yeah, I think I have got WoW on an SSD at the moment, actually. But it's on the same drive as my OS, and so I think it's struggling with a bit of spare space. So I could definitely do with looking at updating that. Oh, I missed one. There we go. That's just a bit of copper. Let's go through, do these spiders. Oh, there was a couple of Shadow Silk in there I saw. There's another one. I've got loads of those smolder web eggs. There's some more spiders. Loot those. Then we'll go through. Do wonder killing Snowfeather Patriarchs will yield eggs. Where are the Snowfeather Patriarchs, Hieronymus? What's up, Rasheen? missed that. There we go. Go around. I'm just going to kill these to get the boost, and then whip round to the entrance. You just sneeze so loud your Labrador literally jumped up from asleep. Whoops! Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Hold on. Yeah, dogs can have quite a peaceful sleep. My cat's just, where is she? There. She's blending into the brown, so you don't really see her. That's Cookie and Oreos. Oh, I forgot to kill those again. There we go. I'll just run through. This will be easy. Do those. So I'll loot all of that, and then we'll head on up. Being chased by scorpions. That's fine. I'll just make use of these. Go through, AoE these. Oops, drop down there. Is she multicolour brown? Is that the light? She's a tortoiseshell, so she's got a few custardy light spots in her as well. That's a lion. Yeah, definitely. Dude, I might as well pick up this rune cloth, that's always handy. But my other cat, Oreo, he's giant. He's like 7 kilos of fluff. But he's super timid, so you don't tend to see him a lot on stream. Right, I just run past these lot. Well, I say run, I'm going to actually just float, because I'm still levitating. Well, thank you ever so much for stopping by, Rohim. I hope you have a great sleep, and I'll hope to catch you again sometime soon. Oh, and thank you, Skip Chance, for the follow. Just caught you there at the top. Where am I going? Going up the top. There we go. Forgot where I was then for a minute. Might as well pick that up. 7 kilo cat. Yeah, he's big. Yeah, he was on last night, wasn't he, Blissfire? He came up and had a little sleep up in the corner. I've got these to loot, so I might as well pick those up and then head on out. So not super fast, but then I'm kind of half got an eye on chat as well at the same time. So Trixie's, thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. We're currently doing a little run of Blower Blackrock Spire for some Shadow Silk. Apologies for the slow loading times. My poor potato of a computer does struggle somewhat. Yeah, I don't think he'll scare away any burglar. He'd take one look at anyone and literally run a mile. He's such a scaredy cat, poor thing. Unlike your dog, who would tail wagging apport your purse to anyone asking for it. Yeah, my dog would probably do the same. She would, well, when she was around. She's not around anymore, unfortunately. But she was a collie crossed with Alsatian, and she was the most beautiful, friendliest dog, and loved. Oh, thank you, 2K Core, for the follow. If I join a Pandarian scenario before I enter, you can port straight outside after you kill the spiders and do 10 runs in 10 minutes. Oh, okay, Seahorse. That was what we were talking about before, wasn't it? Something to do with the looking for group and being able to leave the group and then come back in it. I mean, I don't mind doing it this way for the moment. I'm only going to do this a couple more times. Yeah, she was super cute. She was super friendly as well. Yeah, she was about 3-4 years ago. She passed on. But an absolutely lovely dog. Really nice, gentle nature. Your fat orange Garfield cat is your best friend. Oh, spend months at a time with him by your side since you have agoraphobia. Well, that's cool, Bodscott, that you've got your cat as a companion. They're great. I mean, Cookie here, she loves the mornings when I go get my coffee and sit in bed. She'll come and sit on my lap, and she's quite content. And Oreo will come to you, but he's only if you're wearing fleece, and then he'll come and snuggle in and have a nice, great big Oreo cuddle. Have a demon hunter, they're nice for farming spider silk because it's easy to make it back to the entrance. Oh yes, you could. You can jump back and levitate, couldn't you? I have got a demon hunter. I hadn't thought of using him for this. I kind of figured to do it on Samadan because he's the one that needs the shadow silk. I'm going to do just one more run of this anyway because I'm not a massive farming type person, as anyone who's watched my stream will attest to. I'm sort of the person that, yeah, you jump the ledge. Okay, so you jump from there and you jump back. That would take a little bit of parkour from me, I think. But this is fairly, it's not too bad. Obviously I could be a lot quicker. I seem to be picking up a fair few bits and pieces as well, which is quite nice. But I'm not probably doing it the most efficient way because I've stopped to loot rather than picking everyone up. Yeah, got a few shadow silk there. Smolder webbed eye. Don't think I've had that one before. You're still there. I'll ignore you for the moment. There's a couple of shadow silk there. That's handy. Some spiderlings. There we go. The main thing really is coming back out, isn't it? That's where it's taking me a bit more time. There we go. Hey, Vodagy, we're currently just farming some shadow silk. Just running through the dungeon. Not the most efficient way, but having a bit of fun in the same process. Just checked out there's none on your auction house, so you're going to go do this now. Yeah, definitely, Gregor. And someone's reset them for me for 800, so it's definitely worth doing. Yeah, I'm just going to literally spin through this, see how quickly I can just leave the entrance. Of course, the floating doesn't always help. I'm just going to ignore looting these and see how quickly I can run through them. Don't know if this is actually going to be any quicker, because it's not that far already doing this route. There we go. Used to make the shadow weave masks. Yeah, that's what I'm doing it for. There we go, do that. Hey Classic, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream tonight. I hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a spot of farming here. Well, not exactly farming, I'm just picking up some shadow silk. But I just wanted to see how quickly I could run through it. There we go, pick that up. Might as well. Right, that's probably all the runs I want to do for now. Let's see how much we did get. We've got 17 shadow silk, so that's not bad. I might as well just pick these up whilst you're here. There we go, I've got some rune cloth and some spaulders. Right, I'm going to half out here, go back to the auction house. Go have a look and see what we've got sales wise. We also need to go have a look at Nomi. We've done all the Nomi recipes now. We just need to keep on doing the work orders. I also need to check on my order halls, check the world quests, because bacon's a bit low, so we need to make sure we pick up some bacon. So these are kind of all my usual routines that I go through on my main character Samadan. Then usually if I have time I throw in a bit of drain or flying progression. Thank you Corvusatis for the follow. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Then, yes, normally I'm trying to do some drain or flying progression because I haven't got that yet. I've still got a fair amount to do on that though, so I'm just ticking away bit by bit. I've also got my Demon Hunter, who's got the leatherworking and skinning, who's pretty good for doing the Drums of Fury. That seems to sell quite well, but it's not massive volumes or profit margins, so it's just kind of ticking over. I have been collecting up the Gladiators PvP gear, but that doesn't seem to be selling that frequently on my server. So there's a few more things I need to look into. I need to collect some more recipes up, because obviously being a Demon Hunter, he's not collected that much as of yet. I'm just going to manually get rid of this junk because it's quite easy. There's not that many. You haven't even started Drain of Flying yet. You played in Vanilla Wrath, then waited all the way to Legion to pick up WoW again. That's exactly the same as me, Gregor. I missed Cataclysm, I missed Pandaria, and I missed Walls of Draenor. I didn't come back into Legion until quite a bit afterwards. So, yeah, I'm in a similar boot. Hi, Corvusatis. How are you? Did I get your name right, Corvusatis? Or is it Satis? Apologies if I butchered your name. We do need to make our Shadowweed mask now that we've got some shadow silk. So, tailoring. Let's load this up and we'll have a look, and we'll get this back on the auction house because we've sold quite a few of those of late, so it's really handy. How was your weekend, Corvusatis? I hope it's been good so far. It's nearly ending for me, unfortunately. Got a new job starting tomorrow, so I've got to be up bright and early. There we go. Here's the tailoring. So we could probably just check our groups and do a restock on tailoring. So restock. We've got the Hexweave bag we can't do because we don't really have enough of that. Silkweave satchels we don't have enough Shalderai silk, so we'll leave that off as well. I'll just make the Shadowweed mask for now. You've been playing since Burning Crusade, but had to stop during Pandaria due to finding out he was a father, and have since had another one just back into Alice past 2 months. Boys have been interesting. It's the same as me, Six Gun, actually. Thank you very much, Corvusatis. Hopefully it should all go well. Yes, me having children kind of did stop WoW for a little while, but interesting though. They're now old enough. They do like to. Well, my son does. He plays every now and again. So it's nice to be able to play with him. What line of work am I in? I'm a visual effects artist, so I do like computer graphics for film and other media. So it's quite good fun. And I like being creative as well. I do a creative stream, which I've started doing sort of it's like once a week, where I draw World of Warcraft creatures and characters and things, which is really good. They can now farm, yeah, definitely. Thank you, Blissfire. You haven't played for 5 to 6 years. Would like to play again when you have a desktop PC. Yeah, it's one of those games that if you loved it way back when, coming back to it has, you know, it's got some really nice quality of life improvements, and there's so much to the game now. You can just take your time and really enjoy sort of exploring the new content. Oh, that's interesting. Bear Tartare's now gone down to 395, so someone's undercut that. Thank you very much, Gumdrops. It's a nice gig that's going to be for a good few months, so quite happy about that. Keeps me employed for a bit longer. A Shadowweed mask, there we go, 4,900. And we might as well sell some spider meat and the iron web and some more bear tartare. I don't really want to do that for that though. Thank you very much, Gregor. There was someone I forgot who had their kids fish for them. Their parent made a mint in fish. Yes, I can't remember who that was. Hey Jeff, hi, thanks for stopping by. The interface is definitely better, Seahorse. I really enjoy it. It's a lot more well laid out, and the group management is absolutely brilliant. Oh, and thank you, Magical. Oh, I saw that one, didn't I, Magical Jack? I answered that one. Sorry, just catching up on chat and making sure I haven't. Do I need to work many hours? Not too many, Costa, actually. Most of the places I've been have been fairly reasonable in terms of the hours. So yeah, nothing too bad. Hey Sleepy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Was it Preach? It could be. Your older's just got into Minecraft. He's into really complicated mods. He likes logistics type mods. It's insane. Oh, that's a brilliant start, Six Gun. My son was the same with Minecraft. Rasheen, you like the look of TSM 3? Yeah. Preach would call his kid a casual and make him raid. I'm going to skip this bear tartare because that's too low. I'm going to have to reset the price on that. So let's skip that, but we're going to post that and that and that and the shadowy mask. Now we need to have a look at bear tartare because someone's obviously gone quite a bit lower than where I was at here at 6 gold 68. You like the look of 3 also? Yes, Sephora, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I guess you guys have been more used to it because you've been using it for a lot longer than me. For me, I like to change when it first came out, and I hadn't really used 3 that much. So for me, it was easier to switch over and start using 4 as soon as it came out. For no reason but to be spaced. That's true, Rasheen. Although you did get the great big cog in the of the logo in the top left, though. Plus, your generation never changed a running system. Yeah, there is that, isn't there? And I'm the same. I do like it simple. I think the group management is definitely simpler for me. So now the question I have for everyone is: I've already reset this bear tartare once and picked up anything under 3 gold already. But do I buy this up again and try and keep the price up at 6 gold? Or do I cut my losses and go back down to this? I'm thinking, as there's only a few of them, that I might as well buy these ones up. 3 is a mess, but it grows on you. Yeah. Sounds like your ex's, Rashid. That's funny. So I'm thinking I would buy these and reset it back up to 6. Definitely. Very minimalistic and sleek. If you didn't just get used to TSM, you'd definitely switch over. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna buy these up, even though I've absolutely got loads of them. Buy them up and buy in various stack sizes. Not everyone needs a stack of 20. Well, that's true. 6,100 or 6,000. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I've got 5,600 now, haven't I? Yeah. See, Costa, you're saying I've already spent loads on it already, so we might as well carry on with the spending. Let's get the 3 of these and then the 10. I'm going to take those 3 of 20 and the 1 of 10. There we go, and we're back to me. That's interesting. Why have I got 1 of 19? I'm not sure I did that one. There we go. Please check how many mats for this item are at the auction house and how much they cost. Last I looked for them, the fatty bear steak was way more than 57 silver for half. How much gold do I make a week on average? That's a difficult one to say, Rulik. I make enough to pay for a WoW token, which is my goal. But I make more than enough than that to make a WoW token, so that's kind of like my baseline. You only ever use other people's imports to TSM3. TSM4 you'll be doing all your own and really liking. That's how I like it, Blissfire. Fatty Bear is 4+. Yeah. Don't fall for the sunk cost effect. This is wise advice, Ignis, and we had a look here, as Cossack just said. Fatty Bear Steak is currently at 4 gold 52, so the crafting cost of this is quite high if you were to buy Fatty Bear Steak at this price. I mean, my average purchase price for Fatty Bear Steak is 1 gold 14, so it's a lot lower than that. Hey Hisham, how are you? Thanks ever so much for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing well. We're just discussing the merits of resetting the market on Bear Tartare at the moment. There we go. So those are mine. I've got 100 stacks of 20, which is a fair amount. Probably didn't need to put so many on in one go, but it did help clear my space. Don't listen to logic, risk it for the biscuit. So I think, as Gumdrops was saying, some different stack sizes might be quite useful here. So let's have a look at our group and see if we can make a few extra ones for Bear Tartare. So cooking, it has its own special section anyway because we've got so many of them. So our auctioning operation is called Lots of Bear Tartare, which is kind of appropriate. Yeah, post caps at 100, so we probably don't need quite so many as those. So let's change that more to, what should we say, 50, or maybe not even that. Let's try 30 stacks of 20, and then we'll turn off allow partial stack size, and then we will do 5, 10 and 20 stack sizes. Yep, definitely. Yeah, that's what we're doing, Z. We're just going to go through and do some extra ones. So I've manually set the prices on these because we know this as a known quantity at the moment. It goes within this range, and I know my crafting cost is certainly less than 3 gold. It's more like less than 1 gold. So this is well within my parameters. So what I'm going to do is going to edit the name of this. I'm going to call this 20, and then we're going to go into our auctioning, and using the power of TSM4, what was this called? Lots of Bear Tartare. We're going to duplicate this twice, and we're going to call this one 05, and we're going to call this one 10, and then we're going to go in and change this to maybe, let's say, 5 stacks of 10 perhaps, and we'll do 5 stacks of 5, like that. So we've got 5 stacks of 5. Just double check my things. 5 stacks of 10, and then 30 stacks of 20. That should be quite good. So we'll go back to our group, Bear Tartare, group operations. So we've got Lots of Bear Tartare 20. Let's add in Lots of Bear Tartare 10, and let's add in Lots of Bear Tartare 5. So now we've got 3 different operations in there. So it'll be 30 stacks of 20, 5 stacks of 10, and 5 stacks of 5. All at the same price. We'll undercut whatever it's on at the moment with our minimum price. So we'll go onto our auctioning, and let's deselect all and just check this works. Run a post scan. So there we go, 5 stacks of 10. Post them. And we're only doing 1 of 5, interestingly. Is that because of a different cap? Let's have a look. Or the maximum amount, perhaps. Let's have a look. Groups, Bear Tartare, group operations, posting. No, it was 5 stacks of 5. I wonder why it wouldn't do the 5 stacks of 5. Probably because we don't have any. There we go, that'd be why. That would explain it. Just notice that you sell very few 10 stacks of food. Most people are buying 5 stacks or 20 for longer term, with a handful of size 1 purchases. You never get sales of 3s and rarely a 10. That's interesting, Fuggerduck. I wonder why people don't go for the 10s. Not enough in bags. Yep, I think so, Z. I just worked that one out. 5 times 1, 5 times 5, and 3 times 10, and 2 times 20. Is that what you'd suggest, Kostok, or is that what you do with yours? Right, let's go have a look. You could possibly pick some more up. I've got a load of stuff of armour we need to sort through, whether we're going to put any of these on. Let's go to the vendor and have a look. You always keep that up yourself. Okay, that's a decent amount, but then you're able to post quite frequently, aren't you? So I might have my larger amounts. Oh, you do that manually, TSM 3. Ah, okay. Right, so looking at this, 503 gold, normally 293. Does it have a disenchant value? Not at the moment. Do we vendor that for 2 gold? Binds when equipped, agility, 0.02, region's average daily sold, 0.04. We might. That looks a better price. I might sell that one. Put that on, which is for 3,000. Mystical Robe of Intellect, although 0.01 sale rate, so not exactly great. This is soulbound. Be better to disenchant that. This one, vendor sell price is pretty high versus the disenchant price. Don't have any auctioning value on that one though. So let's Saphiron's scale boots. There's no. All these blues and greens came from. I just did a lower Blackrock Spire run, Darkshore Capital, and thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you're well. So we're just going through them now. This one, interestingly, doesn't have any data on it. So I don't know what price to put that on for. Saphiron's scale boots. Good to see you. Excellent. Yes, doing very well here. Thank you. Let's go have a look on the Undermine Journal. What was the name again? Saphiron. Saphiron. Did I spell that right? No. Don't think I did. P-H. There we go. Wrong way around. There we go. Let's have a look at these. Okay, so according to this on the Undermine Journal, they're not soulbound, no. The median price is 315, so, and they don't look particularly great. So no, they're not worth it. So we'll leave those. We'll sell those. Hand wraps, those are soulbound, so I'll sell those. The apron, we'll sell that. This is, it's only 91, so not exactly worth it. And this one's up at 377, but it's got an okay disenchant price, so I'll take that. What else have we got here? That one we're doing because that's in the thousands. This one's in the 300s. We'll disenchant that one. Jewelry wise, disenchant and disenchant. What's that? Smolder Web's Eye. Poison your target for nature damage. Yeah, I'll disenchant that. What else have we got? Enchant Neck, Breath of Haste, 40. That's new. We got that one. And Enchant Weapon River's Song. We haven't got that one either. Oh, that's useful. Now the region market average of that's 3,000, but I'd rather learn these two. And that requires alchemy. So, is that really 16,000? I don't think so, because the region market average is 103 for a greater fire. Smolder Web's Eye's top tier DPS trinket if you're doing Project 60. Is it? Oh, okay. Can I unsell that? Or did I disenchant it? I can't remember. I think I must have disenchanted it. Whoops. I didn't have any price on it, so that was a bit of an error. Greater fire protection potion. Just a fun fact. Okay, I disenchanted it. Okay, thank you. Okay, I was a bit worried for a minute then. Right, I'm going to keep this because I would like a... oh, it's soulbound. Bind and pick up. Okay, thank you. For a minute there I was thinking, uh-oh, what have I done? We're going to keep that for alchemy because I would like an alchemist at one point. I'm going to learn these two. And then we've got loads of these already. Smolder Web eggs. Is there anything I can actually do with these? There's nothing really. I might as well just destroy them. Sell the pets too. I've tried doing these ones, but they just haven't sold. I don't really have a lot of luck. Those aren't recipes for enchanting. Oh, yes, you're right. Well spotted, gumdrops. They're not. Those are... I saw them there and I saw the recipe and I misread them. Yes, those are actually enchants, aren't they? That makes more sense. I haven't actually put those on. These are yours, I think. Your old ones, and I haven't learnt to make these yet. Use them, go to the pets tab and cage them. Yeah, I could do that actually. And see if I can sell them. I don't normally do a lot of pets, so let's have a look. Pet journal. Smolder Web hatchling. Here they are. So let's put these in a cage. Seeing as I've got so many of them, I've got no idea if they're going to sell or not. There we go. If you sell them low, it's still a profit. Yeah, I've got no idea. 15 gold they're currently going for. So if I sell them, yes, that's kind of nice. Let's add these ones in. So we've got them. Hold on, let's move this over. There we go. I've got to put those in the cage. So we're getting loads of these. This is why there are probably so many of them. There's 12 auctions of them, yeah. So I can't imagine they're going to sell particularly fast. Yeah, it's not... I don't think there's a lot to be done for these. I might just release them. That feels nicer to release them. Can't I release more than one? All the silk farmers get them. Yeah, I think so. When people freely tank the value of seeds, have no problems making a nice profit of them after milling them. Keep one. Nicer to release them than destroy the eggs, definitely. Is there a limit as to how many I can release? It looked like I'd only released one then. So I might learn some of them and then release them. That way I at least feel a bit nicer. That's cleared up a fair amount in my bags. that we're going to put on, so we need to put that into our group. Infesting Stormwind with spiders. Yeah. I could give them away instead of releasing them. Yep, that's true. I could put them on the auction house for just like a copper, maybe even as well. 20 is 4 pigments. Oh. Never understand the thought process of heavily dropping prices. Like, it's quickish money, but it's always a loss in your profit margin. Yes, it is, 6gun. Yes, that does cost money, cost Oak to put them on, and we don't like to spend too much. You just learned how to sell your extra pets. There we go, soft bun. I'm not a pet person normally, so it's not something you'll often see me do. Value is about 2 gold each on most servers. Is that for the Hey, Official Turtle TV, thanks for stopping by. It's insulting when someone constantly undercuts you within a minute by a few copper. I'll usually massively undercut if they do this. Oh, that's an interesting thought process. I hadn't thought about it that way. You're basically as a response to someone undercutting you by a copper. It's not something, I mean, that's kind of like the default TSM undercutting amount for someone to always be the cheapest. That way everyone else can be auction house PvP, yeah, definitely. It can be one of those things really that you could undercut by a large amount, but then you're kind of doing yourself harm as much as the other person. You just bought a ton. Mills like profit to you. Nice one, Clayton. You just don't like it when stuff's in the mailbox, Ignis. Yeah, I can understand that mentality too. That just gets them more money though. If you buy out, if they buy out your undercuts, it just benefit them being pains. Well, are they being pains though, or are they simply just trying to maximise their profits? I mean, why would 1 copper be insulting versus say 1 gold or 100 gold? I'm interested to know sort of like what the thinking is around that. You just give them out to your friends. Yeah, they only PvP, so giving them free money would help them out. Yeah, I mean, giving them away is also a nice one. Nearly 30 stacks. Wow, that's loads, Clayton. Well, at least it's profit for you, so that's definitely a good way to go. I've got a feeling my enchants have been undercut, so I might just leave those. I'll leave these pets for the moment. I need to put these Breath of Haste and River Song on at some point. Not to mention your stuff could still sell even if you're undercut. This is true, Paradox, yes. Setting a price or a stack size that's kind of like more convenient to someone, like a stack of 200 of something, is, you know, you can price it higher for that. Yeah, the average person just buys whatever's cheapest. This is true, yeah. When you undercut within a minute and you want to sell without camping the auction house all day, there's not much option. Well, yeah, I mean, is it down to timing, or is it literally, you know, you never know whether someone's constantly undercutting or whether they just happen to do it after you've done it. So I guess you wouldn't necessarily know that. Right, is there anything else I can do with a lot of this? Burning Legion Missive. Eavesdrop on the Burning Legion's commands. We've already got that one. So I'm just going to destroy that, I think. Contains Argus equipment for your champions. A Pit Lord Tusk. Equips a champion with Pit Lord Tusk, which grants by hazards. Probably vendor that one, I imagine. When buying something you want, you don't look at the silver or copper, only gold. So it wouldn't necessarily make you cheaper. Yeah, I think this is another example of where different people will think in completely different ways, and what you think someone might be thinking isn't necessarily what they are thinking. And you never know what someone's reasoning for buying something on the auction house is, for whatever price it is, or for undercutting for that matter. So it may be a case of just finding stuff that works for you. I'm going to put these in here for a moment, and that on. I might, apologies for the flickering. I might put those on, and I might put the Smolder Web Hatchling actually in my pets group and see if I can sell it. There we go. You never know. Just got home from pizza. Excellent, Old Man Farmer. I hope you are sufficiently sated after that. Alright, let's do a select all base group, run a post scan. At least we can get that on. That's below min price already anyway, so there we go. %against hazards are good if you pair it up with the right champion. Okay, Executioner, thanks for that. I probably would have vended that because I don't really do a lot with my champions. I haven't really been bothering with a lot of them. In fact, let me just check my pets group because I want to make sure that they sell. Sell pets. I'm really not concerned with pets, so I'm going to stick this down to 40% DB region. See if I can get some bargains. There we go. Did Sharkin just do a 24-hour stream? Yes, he did, and very kindly hosted me afterwards, which explains my high viewer count at the moment. But yeah, he did amazingly well. Another 24 hours. That's still below. Okay, I'll leave that then. Right. So what we're going to do? We also need to pick up some wildfowl eggs, perhaps, but I might jump straight to my garrison instead. How are we doing in terms of world quests? Invasions are on. We've got, oh, there's a 7 bloods and a 4 bloods. Oh, I'm not going to do that one, the persuading one. Might be worth doing the 7 bloods. So I've got a feeling we could do that. Let's go over to Dalaran and do that. Is leatherworking pretty useless for making money? No, you can definitely make money with it. Sills McGills, if that's the right way of pronouncing it. Thanks for stopping by. You can make Drums of Fury is the thing that my leatherworker makes, and they definitely sell. Then you can fill that out with the gladiators things, and you can do that's the gladiators PvP gear that you get from making I can't remember what it is on the daily cooldown. Which add-ons gives the infos on my map? That is I'll have to wait for it to load up at the moment. I'll have a look. I think it's World Quest Tracker it's called, but I'll have a look at my add-ons once I load up. and we'll go through those. Sorry, quite no problems, Sills. We're all new here in some way or form or another. There's recipes that will have a daily cooldown and craft later on. Yes, we've got. I'll have to pop over to my Demon Hunter to show you, which I might pop onto a bit later. But if you go to, there's a website. Let me find it. The Crethune recipe. Where is it? If you go to this place, it's not got everything, but it has got a lot of stuff. Chrisney.net recipes index.php. If I copy that into the chat, this will give you a list of recipes you've got and recipes you haven't got, and so you can see all of these tailoring ones I've got. You'll get the same for leatherworking, and then you've got things like this: Celestial Cloth Discovery and Imperial Silk Discovery. There's an equivalent version of those in for leatherworking, which you get through Mr. Pandaria. The Magnificence of Scales and the Magnificence of Hide, that's it, I remember now. And you do the daily ones there, and you'll discover these, which give you all these Gladiator PvP gear that apparently does sell, although I've not had much luck myself. But that's a good way of collecting up recipes if you use this site. It's not completely up to date, it hasn't got Legion stuff in there, but it has got other stuff up to that, which is pretty handy. And Akis recipe list, yes, CG Gamer just said, that's another good one. I have that. If I bring up my Enchanting, if I wait for it to load up for a minute, and then there's a little icon here. That was... who was that? I can't remember. Clayton, I believe it was. Thank you, Official Turtle, for the interface thing. Yeah, the TSM4 is lovely. And Cossack as well, yes. You just bought 187 stacks at 20% market value. Wow, see, that's brilliant. So with something like Enchanting loaded, I've got Akis recipe list just right here in the corner. You just click on this little icon here, and this shows me all the recipes I can get for Enchanting, which I haven't learnt yet, and you can change it by location, which is really handy, so I can go and look for sort of various places that I can go pick up some recipes, like Ankiraj. I can get 6 there if I go and do all these. It's really handy for just going through and finding all the missing recipes. I haven't used it a lot myself, but it is pretty comprehensive. I need to really use that a bit more, really. There we got Lay Light Brazier. Oh dear, we've killed it. Okay, let's exit out of that before we kill anything more. There we go. Let's close that back down. Where am I? I need to go... Where am I, in fact? Oh yeah, okay, where I am. No, I'm not where I think I am. I need to be over here. There we go. There we go. I completely lost orientation of where I was in Dalaran. Don't want any cheap on the auction house. Breaks the Obliterum market. Alright, what have you got? A recipe scrap, more wildfowl eggs, and prepared ingredients. We might as well collect those up. And let's get another load going with Nomi. We've got plenty of eggs, and they're certainly cheap, so we'll just keep them going. That's not really a problem at all. once cooking loads up. Now last time we did this, TSM crashed on me, so hopefully, touch wood, it's going to be okay. Anyone have experience selling the Molten Front blacksmithing transmog? No, I haven't, Hisham. I'm not a blacksmither yet, but that does sound interesting. What kind of items are obliterable? I believe dual crafting rings are supposed to be quite good, and I'll just type this in, and some of the enchants as well, if you've got the price correct on them. What do we do? Cooking opened up at same time as Nomi and crashed. There we go. Reload UI. There we go. Alchemy crafts as well, and gems. There we go. Ring enchants were amazing for a while back. Okay, there we go. There's loads. Thank you all. All Legion crafts. I think so. Guess your new blacksmith is going to the Molten Front. Alchemy pots for Obliterum, and gems are the best. Okay, Pineac, thank you for those. So on a new account, you've just been questing and doing dungeons. If you have quests for them, occasionally levelling your skinning and leatherworking as a feral druid. Anything you should keep in mind to help go fast, or just play the game as you am until max level, where you can start to learn raiding and whatnot. I would say so, Sils McGills, until basically, I mean, enjoy the game as it is. You can always make gold as you level up. It's, you know, gold just comes in as you level up through quest rewards and all that sort of stuff. Once you get to Legion level with whatever profession you've got, like leatherworking, it's good to then learn the Legion stuff and skill up quite rapidly through that, and then you can go back and collect up any recipes you might be missing in previous expansions. Obviously, collecting them all you don't have to, but then finding which ones sell is the fun part after that. You're about to blow all your gold on Dreamleaf, so I'm convinced you not to. How much is all? If you're going to spend all your gold, I certainly wouldn't recommend it, because you need to have some working capital. Whatever the case, I've been bitten. I did that myself back in January, and I really struggled after that. We did have a world quest to do, so I'm going to go and do that, which was a Bloods one. 7 Bloods. We need to head this direction. We're going to look at the add-on as well, weren't we? This one. This is add-ons. I believe. There it is. I've got World Quest Tracker. Make more easy to see world quests. That's the add-on. No problem, Sills. I hope it's of use to you. Actually, we need to select that quest. There we go. 7. This one. Need to do that. Highlight that one. Then head on over. Let's just zoom out a little bit. There we go. Thank you very much for the follow. It was very kind of you. You can never have enough Legion herbs. People always need flasks and pots. Yeah, that's true. Too cheap not to. It's less than 7 gold and it's flooded. Normally it's 9 plus. Okay, that seems quite cheap. Do you buy it and mill it, or do you resell? Maybe a bit of both? On borrowed wings. Can this world quest reward you with this one? Okay. Battleship. Set you up the bomber. I don't think I've done this one before. What is it? Battleship power cores. Is this something I can do even? Let's have a look. Oh, thank you, Ekibox, for the follow, and PNKPX. On borrowed wings. I don't think I've seen this one before. No groups found. What do we need to do? We need... Oh, it's actually in a dungeon, is it? Okay. Maybe not so good then. Does it say dungeon? There we go. Let me just move over. Here we go. Oh, you're getting popular, Mr. Goldsmith. Oh, thank you, Lord Bosch. Yes, I had some very kind hosts earlier. Just click the bomb spots or something. Okay, Doppelbock, thank you. I was thinking for a minute then I had to go in the dungeon for it. Okay, it's not in the dungeon. Okay. What res do I play at? I normally play at 1280 by 720, but I'm actually slightly higher at my monitor native resolution of 1300 by 768, I believe. You kill them, loot stuff, then you can fly and collect the orbs. Right, okay, so... What have we got? Which do we kill? Let's do a few of these. See what we get. There we go. That's one. Sorry, let me just catch up on chat in a minute once I've done this. Oh, there we go. Battleship Power Core. Okay, so we just literally kill them and do that. Okay. Anything you can do with classic or burning crusade herbs. I guess you could basically sell them. Yeah, that was going to be my first thought. Apparently can't enter any more instances for a minute. Okay, yep, you probably hit your instance maximum there, John Crescens. Let me just double check. There you go. Oh, that's not the end. Just kill the little dudes. Right. Okay, well, there we are. Thank you all for your help with this one. Let me just scroll back down. Let's do another engineer. Do you? There we go. 3 cores. Power claw replenished. So then what do we do? Fly up to the ship, do you say? Is there a ship? Oh. Being attacked. Complete this one quest. Borrowed wings. Okay. So what have we got? Doesn't explain a lot. Collect the green orbs in the air. Okay. How do I collect them? Oh, like that. Oh, I see. Yep, there we go. Okay, thank you. You have to be a bit accurate, don't you? Is that right? There we go. Where are we? Let's do this one over here. Oh, it's a bit tricky, isn't it? There we go. Flying skills. 80%. .90%. There we go. Okay.
Did you enjoy your taste of what it is like for a demon hunter to glide through the air, hero?
No, we were fine, thank you. There we go, let's move out of that. That was a bit of a confusing one. Oh look, there's a Little treasure chest at the end. There, got some leather shards. Excellent. Right, let's go pop to our garrison next. You only spent 120k on the Dreamleaf. Okay, you want to buy more. Of 250k of what you had left for the weekend's buying cheap max. Okay, at least you got some then. That's the main thing. You got some, but you didn't spend all your money. Okay, just double checking on all the chat. Yeah, I think I'm okay. There we go. Scroll back down the bottom. There we go. So we're just going to do a quick stop by our garrison. I'm not going to do any of my drain or progression at the moment because we need to do the Nagran storyline. I'm just going to pick up some herbs and some hexweave and some garrison resources and check the missions. Just the usual little bits really. And then we'll head back to the auction house. How long will it take you to make that back? Probably a week. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? See? Get some good sales. See if you can flip those, definitely. Right, so we're just going to do this. Collect these up. And then anything that's a decent, well that's huge. We'll do that one. That one's good as well. I'll do that. And that's 100. And that's 100. Do those. Yeah, I think that's the thing with money is once you've started with your niches. Oh look, here's Dorothy too. After all this time.
I'm kind of busy.
Sumptuous fur. Would you be willing to trade? What do we get? How much have I got? 490. And we get 25 primal spirits. That's not too bad, we'll do that.
What's your problem?
And then we picked up these. We won't do any more of those though.
Be careful.
Don't have to do that quest. Okay, gumdrops. Seeing as I got the primal spirits for 25, that seemed quite good. So I'm going to go with that one. You're level 43 and you have 431. Yeah, it does ramp up quite quickly. The more you level, you'll find the more it goes up, definitely. You need to save for tokens to buy Legion. But it's cheap and I'll profit. I know that voicey. 24 gold, there we go. Save your fur, use your herbs, drainic dust for primal spirits. Okay, thank you gumdrops. I'll remember that for next time. Seeing as we are collecting up a fair amount of herbs anyway. $50 fur is 4 times 50. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's the price of 4, isn't it? Yeah, so it's quite pricey compared to the herbs. 4 gold, yeah, definitely. Tailoring, thank you very much for the follow. It's very kind of you. So that quest is pretty bad then. Okay, I'll have to remember that one, not to bother with that one. Especially as I do like my sumptuous fur for hexweave. Probably not worth doing, was it? I mean, because then if I turn that primal spirit back into hexweave, I mean, I'm getting enough the other way. My evening's very well, thank you very much. How are you doing? We're just going through our garrison resources at the moment, doing our little normal routines just to pick up a few bits and pieces on the way. And then we're going to pick up our hexweave, which is the main thing. And then I'm going to start up another work order wherever I can find the person.
Good day to you.
Those are done.
Safe travels.
Yeah, we'll need to do a bit more. You had a blast doing Sharken's Loot Appraiser challenge. Excellent. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, he had a really good run today. And I'm going to half-stone back. I'm not going to do any of the dailies today. It's getting late and I've got to get up early tomorrow. Using spirits to make hexweave. Yeah, it's more expensive way, isn't it, Darkshaw? Oh, another 70k on Z. Stop now whilst you've got some money. There's too much in the auction house for you to buy at this point. Yeah, that's the thing now. Hopefully someone else will buy it up. Go mill and sell. Yeah, definitely. But time is money. Yes, this is true. This is very true. Right. Okay, I think I'm probably done most of the things I wanted to do tonight. Plus what with having to get up in another 6 hours, I ought to be on my best for my new job. So once I've come through here, I'll probably finish up the stream. Who is actually on that we could host? I see Extoria's on. Seeing as Sharken hosted me, I will probably send the gold making community back across the pond to Extoria. I want to say a big thank you to everyone. Oh, hi Badori, I'm literally just signing off, but thanks ever so much for stopping by. I hope you're well and your day's started all right. We're actually going to send the host over to Extoria. So thank you everyone who stopped by my stream today, and thank you for all the follows I've had. It's been absolutely amazing. So thank you both Sharken and Sveati for the hosts. That's been amazing. If you want to catch me, I put all my VODs on YouTube. It's the same name as here, Samadan Plays WoW. I've also got a Discord channel and a Twitter channel if you want to follow me on that. So yeah, I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your evening, and I'll throw a host over to Extoria. Thank you everyone, and I shall see you very soon. Oh, my schedule is going to be, I'm not going to be streaming Monday tomorrow. I'll put my schedule up after this, but I am going to stream on Tuesday 9 till 12 GMT, so hopefully I'll catch you then. Right, let's host over /host Extoria. Extoria, there we go. Extoria is a very chilled pet farmer if you haven't been over to his stream before. Quite new to streaming, but has been on YouTube a fair amount, so I would highly recommend popping him a follow. I'll wait for the ad to roll through, and then we'll kick off with the host. But yes, thank you everyone. It's been amazing having your company tonight, and I shall see you again very soon. Alright, here we go with the host.